Welcome to the Drum Lounge podcast.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Drum Lounge podcast. I am your rat-a-tat-tatness host. Had to bring it back to the
right. And you got inflections in your voice too.
Right.
No, this is Daz Dilly, man, and we have another good episode. Very informative episode today.
Yeah, I think so.
This is gonna be a good. I think we say this every episode, but
I think this is gonna be very informative.
Yeah, very much so.
Very important step of your drumming career.
For real.
We'll get into that though.
Yeah, man. So how you been, man?
Doing pretty good, man. I've been heads down, doing some programming, because I'm building an app. I'm not gonna get too in depth in the app that I'm building yet, but I am building an app and I'm trying to roll it out in the fall. So that's kind of a goal of mine. But other than that, I am working on this wedding stuff, packing because I'm about to move out of Bankhead. I love the West Side, but I'm about to move out.
We're gonna have to do a party or something.
So finally,
but you finally out of Bankhead.
Well, for real, man. But yeah, man. We had practice last night.
We did.
And we starting to sound amazing, although it's the end of the season.
Right.
But we sound amazing.
We sound great, man.
And yeah, man, I just been chilling, really.
Yeah.
Chilling, for real.
That's good.
What about you?
I'm been busy. I'm a little sluggish today.
Yeah.
I'm just tired, man. Just doing a lot of work, man. Blessed nonetheless. I'm not even going front. This is something that I've always dreamed of, just working music. That's all I want. Whether it's producing, which I am producing a couple of other tracks, and then just drumming. That's what I do. You know. So even though I have a lot of stuff on my plate, man, I can't complain, man. I really can't. It's just a lot of work when you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But,
definitely a lot of taskful work.
Yeah, man. But we working on a couple of things. I just launched me and my good friend Joycelyn. She's the owner and CEO of Joyride Fitness.
Okay.
Which is a dance workshop fitness class that was based in Miami, but she's moved back to Atlanta. So we're gonna kind of team up and do a dancer and drummer HBCU fitness experience, and it's kind of joining HBCU movements and dancing with fitness.
Yeah, that's bro, that is dope.
Yeah,
that is super dope.
So we'll be launching that info very soon, but within the next few months you'll definitely be seeing more about that. So we just grinding that, getting that together, and of course, man, if you want drum lessons from me, you can always hit up exclusivepercussion.com, hit up the lessons tab, and schedule your free consultation so we can get you scheduled for some dope drum lessons. And just trying to work and practice last night. I felt good.
Yeah.
And we in the playoffs.
Yeah, we are. The Hawks in the playoffs.
We're in the playoffs. So that means more games.
Yeah, more games, more money.
But more time for us to play, because it was it was getting kind of rough.
With COVID and everything.
We only did about roughly maybe 5 games.
Yeah, 4 or 5 games.
And so I'm glad that they made the playoffs so we can play some more.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Hopefully them folks, hopefully the boys push through.
I hope
at least
so,
to the third, fourth.
At least
round,
come on, give us something. Something. Falcons this made us. Okay, we're not gonna go that much. We ain't gonna do that. But
they got a first round pick, so we'll see what happens in the fall with the Falcons. We'll see. Even though he a tight end, but we'll see.
But yeah, man. So what we talking about today, man?
Man, we're gonna talk about auditioning for college marching bands. That is a very, very important step when you wanna obtain a college drumming career. If you wanna march on a collegiate level. You don't always have to have a band scholarship, depending on the school that you go to. You don't always have to have a band scholarship. But if you want to have a scholarship, you actually have to audition.
You have to.
And so we're just going to talk about what that looks like, what the audition process usually looks like, and kind of give our personal experiences.
Yeah, and I've been out the game for a minute, but I remember my first. It's really my only school that I really auditioned for, believe it or not.
Yeah, honestly.
And it was Bethune-Cookman. That was the only school, and because I was I think I said it in my first episode, man, I was burnt out at Southwest. I didn't want to do band.
Wow.
I was like, I'm good.
That's crazy.
Business. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And so I wasn't really. I promise you, I wasn't in the mindset of auditioning for colleges. I mean, everybody came to Southwest DeKalb. I mean, the A&Ts, the Norfolk, the Hampton, the Mississippi. I remember Mr. Ore coming to the band room.
Are you serious?
For recruiting for Mississippi Valley State. I remember. I was like, Mississippi Valley State. I'm definitely not going there. Not knowing he was the percussion instructor at Bethune-Cookman.
Wow.
But that was my mindset. We did so much at Southwest. I was like, I just want to be a regular student.
Yeah, I would definitely imagine.
Yeah. And so really my first, after I realized that it cost to go to college, my mom was like, just try this school out. And we went spring break, went down to Daytona and auditioned for Mr. Wells. Yeah. And he gave me my last percussion scholarship, the last percussion scholarship.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess it was God. It was meant to be.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, that's something that I knew about, but I didn't really take advantage of it. Yeah. But now it's like, the opportunities now. Yeah,
you might as well just go ahead.
Might as well just go ahead. And even if you're tired of drumming, you never know, because that is your way through school now. So
exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some tips, some tidbits, and some things that just need to know and take heed of.
Yeah, definitely. Well, first, I guess I'll start off with you should definitely know your rudiments. I mean,
yes,
that's if you want to be a percussionist in general, you gotta know your rudiments. Yeah. But you should definitely know your rudiments, and you have to play them in a form called open to close to open. We should probably should have had our pads or whatever, so you can at least demonstrate it. But yeah, so that basically means slowing, starting the rudiment slow.
I'm gonna get mine. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that means starting the rudiment slow, speeding up and decreasing, or I'm talking about decrescendoing.
I mean, you can say decreasing.
Decreasing.
I mean,
in volume or whatever, but decrescendoing at that same sped up tempo, and then gradually slowing back down. To go back open. Yeah. That's kind of that open close open format that band directors usually ask for when they ask you to play your rudiments.
And one thing that I learned by doing that, and I do a demonstration, is that you don't want to go super fast to a point where you don't know how to play it.
Yes.
Right? You want to get to a point where you're comfortable, but it's not as slow. Yeah. Right? Yeah, so I'm going to play really quickly of what I see a lot, and then what needs to be comfortable, right? So I'm going to do, let's do a double stroke roll. Yeah. Right? Something simple.
Yeah.
Right, so I did it at a very comfortable tempo. I didn't go stupid fast and make it sound like I don't know what I'm doing and it sounds real uneven. Right. You want to get to a point where your fastest point is the point where you're most comfortable playing. Yes. You don't want to overdo it.
No matter how talented you are, no matter how choppy you are, you want to have the cleanest sound that you can have for this audition.
Correct.
At least just for the audition. Play at a moderately fast tempo, good enough so they can sound good sound quality, and then slow that thing back down.
Yeah, because I see guys and girls they think, if I play it really, really fast, the faster I play it, the most money I'm gonna get. And it's more than that. It's not the case. You gotta be clean with what you do, and that's easy. Just get to a point where you're easy, where the fastest is the easiest and the most solid sounding speed.
Yeah, exactly. And if you notice, when he played the Joneboro open close open, he blended the tempo as he got faster. It wasn't like a obvious tempo change. Right. It gradually went from 1 BPM to the fastest BPM. It wasn't just you played one tempo and then just
go straight to
it. That looks bad when you're auditioning, and so make sure you definitely blend that tempo together.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see what else. Scales. You should
scales for sure.
Definitely got to know the scales.
For sure. Your majors are that's the standard. If you can get your minors in there too, that'll be perfect.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Right, but you got to know all 12 major scales. Yeah, for sure. Right, that's just something that's a standard. Yeah. And of course, if you're not really good with it, reach out to people that may know about it. But it's very good to start off with your 12 major scales. It's good to kind of get into your minor scales, especially if you're going to be a music major of any type of way. It's always good to know your minors. I didn't know my minors when I was coming out of high school. But I knew all my majors. So I knew all my majors. I knew my major. I think I knew all my 40 of the rudiments. I know what a lot of hybrid rudiments is, but you got to know your standard 40.
Standard 40.
Know your standard 40.
They'll never ask for like hybrid rudiments. So.
Let me see a blue cheese. They're not going to do that.
At least not for the band scholarship. Now, when you get to the line audition,
line is totally different.
That's different.
Right.
I'm asking for everything. What's
everything
a slap 5? You don't know it? Symbols. I'll just play.
I got a story about that too. But it's very true. You got to know the basics, and then if you know the basics to a good standard, then you can get into your minors, you can get into your hybrids, you can get into your platonic scaling, all that good stuff.
I remember I didn't really know my scales when I'll probably say the year before I auditioned, my junior year. I didn't really know my scales like that, and I went to my band director. So definitely go to your band director. As cliche as that may sound, go to your band director if you need help with your scales specifically. I mean, of course, all band directors, they're not great percussionists, but they know their scales.
They know the scales.
A band director would know their scales. They may not know how to do a flam drag or whatever, but they'll know their scales. So definitely go to your band director to really teach you those hybrid. I mean, those major scales, minor scales, and all that stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
And shout out to James Sater, man. He really put me on the marimba and the vibes, and really made us kind of get on the scale thing. And he trusted in us to say, okay, well, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna be a good percussionist, you better know your scales.
For sure.
And then later on in life, the scales help me with production and keys and playing certain chords and stuff like that. Cool. And so it does help you in the music world. You're just not gonna beat drums all day. It's good to know the melodics of percussion, because it can take you other places as well.
For sure. Another thing is you gotta have a sight reading portion of the audition.
Reading music is important.
And it's crazy. It's crazy how I never knew how good I was at sight reading literally until that audition, where I'm super pressured to. I got Mr. Wells, this man looking like Goku to me because he didn't have no eyebrows, so I'm looking like a Super Saiyan man, and I gotta sight read some music. I'm like, oh no. But when I saw the music, I'm like, yo, this kind of easy. I'm kind of flowing through this. He gave me about 3 minutes to look over it. So I was like, all right, bet. It did. I was thrown off because it wasn't like 6, 7 or something. It was some odd time signature, but I definitely was able to at least get the rhythm. So I would suggest get the rhythm first. Don't worry about the time signature. Just get the rhythm, and just try to play through the rhythm as best as you can. And I think you'll get through the sight reading portion.
And like with anything, the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to become. I know that sounds very cliche.
Nah, for real.
But it's true, because the more you read, the more you recognize. I'm going literature. The more you read, the more you recognize different words. You see more words. It's like, oh, I know that word before.
Exactly.
I've seen that before. I know how to pronounce it. It's the same thing when it comes to music and sight reading, right? So if you're getting new pieces of music in front of you, if you read more, if you read outstanding literature, if you pull up Flammis, if you've never read Flammis before and read it, or you pull up the 17 BCU snare, so if you pull up these things, or X Factor, that we just found out that the original sheet music of X Factor is out there. If you just go ahead and start reading more, then when you get to the auditions, sight reading portion shouldn't be that bad to you. You kind of recognize certain accidentals, and you can understand certain notes, and you'll flow a little bit better. You'll still get nervous. You're still gonna get hung up because, I mean, come on. Everybody, it's sight reading. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you become.
Yeah, for sure. What else?
I'm trying to think. I think, I'm kind of out the loop a little bit. So I really don't. I think it's the standard. I think the standard stuff is, knowing how to, rudiments, prepared piece. Prepared piece.
Prepared piece,
having prepared piece. I think.
Yeah, definitely a prepared piece. Yes.
It's always good to go back to the method books.
Yes.
Method books has you can get some really good material out of these method books. There's a lot of material that's out there. I would suggest to go into the method books, kind of find you a nice etude, or something that you know, ask your band director for snare etudes and things like. They have some really good.
Get the all states. That's what I use. The all state
etudes, man, because it's, you know, that's where you don't want to get your favorite solo from Norfolk in 2002, and like it's like let's get a little bit deeper with your material.
Show your drumming intelligence.
Exactly. And so have a prepared piece for, I would say, for all instruments if possible. You know, timpani, snare, melodics. You know, just give them a range. You always want to be overly prepared.
Exactly.
You don't want to be underprepared to where they'll say, okay, well, let me see something on the mallets, and you're like, oh about that. No, you never know. You want to be completely covered to guarantee a certain amount of money that you want the most money, so you can be, you know, okay going to school.
Right. And even if you don't have a prepared piece on all instruments, at least on the instrument that you're trying to play, have something that really displays your intelligence on that instrument. See, me, I didn't have prepared pieces on everything. I did have a prepared piece on xylophone, but I ended up not doing it. But I had 2 prepared pieces for snare, though. I had a marching band prepared piece, which was like a Rolf Nader solo that I infused with something that I made up. Then I did the All-State etude, because I was in All-State, and I did the snare etude from that year. And so I just told Will straight up, hey, I got a marching band prepared piece and a concert band prepared piece.
Smart.
And I'm trying to play both of them.
Right.
Like, I bet, go ahead.
That's smart. That's very smart.
If you're gonna have a marching band prepared piece, have music with it, because I did have music with it. Don't just show up and just play a solo and Mr. Wells ain't looking at what you playing and he's just like, hey, you just freestyling. Like, at least have music to go with the solo that you playing, so that he can look at it or she can look at it.
That's good advice. I didn't get any of this advice when I was trying out in audition. I didn't get any. I kind of went in cold. Like, honestly, I went in cold because I wasn't feeling it. So I kind of felt like I was underprepared. However, I did have a prepared piece for snare, and I had a prepared piece for melodics for mallets, because I just took what we played that. I think it was Rocky Point Holiday.
Okay,
we played that our senior year, and that's a crazy melodic. Like, it's crazy. So I just took that, and that was my prepared piece for my melodics. And I think I had something for timpani.
Okay.
But it was like I didn't necessarily go in there for that. I was like, if he calls it, I'm ready, but I'm just trying to just get out of here. I want to go to the beach. Like, so all this information is really, really good, man. It's really, you can just tell how, what's it, 10, almost 15 more, like about 15 years, something like that.
That's crazy.
Since I, almost 15. Since I auditioned, so it's the game has changed a lot. However, there's some basics that's still there, man.
Still there,
Got to know your rudiments. Got to know your melodic, your scales. Got to have a prepared piece.
Got to sight read.
Got to sight read, and it's always good now that social media is happening. You can reach out to a lot of these people
for real.
Now, don't bug them. Okay. Don't bug a lot of these instructors and a lot of these section leaders. You don't want to bug them, but you want them to know you. Do you want them to, have some material out there of you playing, like, and see what type of person you are. The character is very important too. I don't think a lot of people know that. But it's out there now. Like, the opportunities that than it was maybe 10 years ago is crazy now. A lot of the guys that ended up coming to Cookman while I was section leader, I had met them on Instagram years ago, like my freshman year, my sophomore year, when they were freshmen in high school. And then them finally coming to Cookman and saying, yo, I paid attention to, like, the advice you gave me about auditioning. That's beautiful. And I'm like, wow, that is insane. And that showed how old I was. But definitely listen to this advice that we giving, because band directors are throwing money, like, especially Bethune-Cookman. Literally, if you are really good in your instrument, if you come really prepared at your audition, Mr. Wells is going to throw you money. Man. Whether you're a percussionist or not. Of course, it depends on what part or what time of the year it is, because, like, towards the beginning of his auditioning tour, he kind of gives out more money, but as the tour goes toward the end of the spring, he kind of gives less money. But still, just be fully prepared, and because
These folks throwing money.
They are throwing money.
I only auditioned for 2 schools, Bethune-Cookman and Mississippi Valley, surprisingly.
Okay.
Randomly, Mississippi Valley had came up there and was just like, yeah, I'm the band director. I didn't know who he was. I thought he was a custodian or something.
Oh, no.
I thought he was a custodian when I first saw him, because he was like a super tall guy, but he had on like weird clothes, bro. And I was like, who is this guy? But then I immediately...
You thought the band director was custodian. That is hilarious.
I immediately got respect for him when he said he was he said he was the band director at Mississippi Valley. But I definitely thought he was a custodian.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, he was telling us to play some basic stuff, like super basic, like let me see your single stroke roll, let me see your double stroke roll, and then he told me to do a paradiddle. It was like, here's 15,000.
How much you got from Cookman?
I got 20,000 from Cookman.
Okay.
And then 15,000. He was like, he had asked me what my GPA. He was like, oh yeah, your academic will cover the rest of this for sure.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, he was just thirsty for folks to go to Mississippi Valley.
And you said another point that I was going to go ahead and bring out. Academics is very important. Yeah, right. For sure. So yeah, we want you to excel in your audition to get money to help you pay for school. Yeah. The next part of that is, okay, you good, you can play. What does your GPA look like, though?
Yeah, what that look like.
What that look like, and what do your grades look like?
Yeah.
Because, and then what are you thinking about majoring in? Because you just don't go to school just to play drums.
You don't.
I mean, hopefully we get to a point.
Let's say that again.
Yeah.
You don't go to school to play drums.
I mean, that's a very big part of your college experience. However, at the end of the day, you want to, come out, just a little bit more knowledge heavy on your studies, man. You wanna come out with a degree. Yeah. And so it's always good to know what those grades are looking like. Yes. You don't want to go in and be like, oh, I'm the best snare drum player, best quint player, but then your grades don't reflect who you really should be. Right. You want to make sure all that is taken care of, and do what you got to do now. Yeah. Reach out to your counselors. Reach out to older people that are in college, or just kind of get more into that, and definitely work on your grades, man, because that's important. That's going to get you where you really want to go.
For sure. Yeah, I was really big on grades. My mom wasn't playing that junk, and so I knew I was going to have an academic scholarship, but I just didn't know like how much of the scholarship. Right. And it was whack because like I had the band scholarship for 20,000, but I could only use the remaining tuition was, and so I couldn't really get the whole. Yeah, I couldn't really get a refund. Yeah, so I was like, wow, that was so whack, bro. Yeah, but yeah, academics, definitely hone in on your academics at all times, yo. Man. Like, because college can, especially if you go to an HBCU, college can get wild. Like parties, kickbacks, functions, school hosted functions, all that. Parties. But you gotta, especially when you're part of the marching band, yo. It's like, oh my God, when can I do my homework? Yeah, but you gotta make it happen, yo.
You gotta make it happen. I mean, so like, I had freshman brothers and sisters who was full like marching band, HBCU, had a 1 point something that first semester. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so Mr. Wells was like, nah, you gotta have a 2 point, I think it was 2.8?
Nah, about a 2.0.
2.0?
2.0, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But 2.8, a lot of folks gonna be
right. I can't remember. But yeah, like 2.1, 2.0, something like that.
Yeah, at least 2.0, yeah.
You can't even keep that.
Yeah.
It's
if you
like,
can't keep that, it's like,
come on, man.
That's a C average. 2.0 is like a C average.
And you just work on your time management skills. Get that started now. Get that started now, so once you get into college, you know how to basically just kind of work that, because it's gonna be tough. Yeah. But you have to work on that. So grades are very, very important. Sure. Very important. And start now. I mean, seniors, hopefully y'all are set. But we'll go into the mindset that yes, school is first, band is second, and I promise you'll be good. Yeah.
And one thing I want to say too, if you play an instrument outside of drums, I would say bring that up during your audition.
Yeah, that's more money. That's more money. Yeah,
that's for maybe percussion is your main instrument in marching band, but if you play another instrument, you could really finesse on that instrument in concert band, symphonic band during the spring, and that'll give you a lot more money.
I wish I could have played like a horn,
man,
a horn, or
especially French horn.
French horn. Oh yeah, man.
That will give you a lot of French horn, oboe, all these just super rare instruments. Yeah, bassoon for sure. All these super rare instruments that people don't really be playing like that.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of money for that. Even at Cookman, we had like a bass cello player, cello player, and all that. So we had a harp player. So yeah, if you have other talents, other instrumental talents, definitely bring that up in your audition, so that you can play those, because you'll for sure get more money.
For sure. Yeah, that's real. I was trying to think of a situation that has happened, but I wish I knew how to play another instrument. I really wish, because that would have been like, oh yeah, we got 9,000. However, we can pull something out. And I only got 9,000 when I was at Cookman, man. That's like nothing.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
But how much was tuition then, though?
Tuition was 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
It was like 18.5.
That jump went up to like
it went to it's like 23 now, right? What is it?
Yeah, like 20. I think now it's made 20. It may be 24.
Maybe 24. Yeah, man. And it was going up every year. So
man, that's crazy.
But the good thing is I got an increase in scholarship every year.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
so
cool.
Yeah. One thing about Bethune-Cookman, he definitely increses. Did he increase yours?
Nah, he didn't increase mine. That wouldn't increase nothing.
But mine's well, when I was there, if he had money in the budget, he'd take get all the old heads, all the returning members, have a scholarship interview. Look at your grades, looking at all that stuff, and if you have budget before he goes out, he'll say, "Okay, well, I up you, whatever." And maybe because I was so low that he was like, "Okay, I'm a up you." But I ended up, getting more.
Yeah, he definitely does that for some students, that especially when they request it. But that's another thing though. These scholarship interviews. I don't know if all schools do that. But Cookman, Mr. Wells definitely does that. Where
I was so grateful for that.
You have to basically like have an interview for the scholarship that you have. So you'll, at the end of the school year, like in April or May, you'll go into Mr. Wells' office. And you'll basically, all right, what's your GPA? What's going on?
Yep.
You missed these practices.
Oh, he has a whole full
these
list.
Deductions.
Yes, he know exactly your track record. He knows everything about you. You know what I'm saying? But that for me, that helped me. Because it was like, I know I got to be on track with everything, because I don't want to lose a scholarship. I don't want to leave Cookman. Like, if this is it for me. So, let me tighten up on my grades. Let me make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because I know at the end of the year, Mr. Wells is going to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do to keep the scholarship. Either it's going to increase or it's going to decrease.
It's going to decrease, boy. And it's going to be tense too, man.
He'll be sweating, and he's sitting in front of you, and you hear your heartbeat.
But it got a little laid back as I kind of progressed at Cookman, especially after becoming section.
Yeah, after you become section, you like, he
what
looked
up, fool?
oh, what's up? All right, cool. All right,
But definitely my freshman year, I was in that thing shaking, but
yeah, man.
But no, it was definitely good accountability though, to kind of have that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of something else to kind of take into consideration, because I know we have a lot of seniors that's leaving now. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do, or you got some juniors that's looking into some things for their senior year.
I'll say don't be afraid to like do a virtual audition. I know a lot of people think, the band director has to come to your school, or you have to go to the school. Right. You can do a virtual audition. You can send a YouTube video doing all of your auditioning things, and send the link over to Mr. Wells or Miss Williams, who is the assistant. But my freshman brother on snare, he was on the two freshman snares my freshman year. Me and my other guy named Brian. He did a complete YouTube audition. Oh, dope. He sent a YouTube video, sent them the link. The video was unlisted, so nobody could see it. Only the people who had the link.
That's dope.
And Mr. Wells gave him his scholarship based on that. Yeah. So it's like, hey, you could do that. Yeah. Of course, you would have to send out your email, send out some communication beforehand, letting them know, hey, I'm trying to do this, blah, blah, blah. But it's definitely possible.
And I mean, that's where we at now.
Exactly.
The whole world is virtual now. Yeah. So I would suggest that everybody has some type of digital marketing, auditioning something of you playing, because that's not even just in scholarship, recipients or whatever. That's even in professional realm.
Yeah,
You know, if
exactly,
you
exactly.
need to get a movie slot or get a job, you want to. They want to know who you
Yeah,
are.
who
Like
you
I
are,
literally
like,
just had
what
to
you
do
can
that.
do.
I had to do that for an upcoming commercial that
Okay,
I'll be
yeah,
doing. I literally had to send in a video of me playing and who I am and stuff like that. So it's always good if you're going into just the job world or just professionalism, no matter where you're going. It's always good to have like a video of what you can do, a little bio about yourself, so you can just hit send whenever someone asks for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish I had these notes when I was
Man, I'm telling you, take notes. And actually the band scholarship season may have passed by now.
I think we passed it.
But
however,
this gives you a lot of time to go ahead and prepare for next spring, because early spring is when a lot of band directors usually do their scholarship tours. They go to different high schools or whatever. So that gives you a lot of time to go ahead and prepare for that.
Right. And if you want to take a semester off, I know some people want to take a semester off. They don't want to go straight into college after high school. Cool. Save this, write it down, so once you get into that following year, you want to get a scholarship, you want to join band, this is how you would do it, and it'll be easy for you.
Yeah, and also keep in mind, this is only the scholarship audition.
Scholarship, but and then
This don't solidify a spot on the line.
Right.
You still have to go to band camp.
Yeah.
You still got to go to band camp to solidify your spot on the line. I be having to tell folks at Cookman that all the time. Like, just because you got your scholarship, you still got to see me. Still got to see me. And if I see that your skills don't match the scholarship you got, you playing something else.
Right.
You're not playing the instrument you thought you was. But
the cool thing, what I did realize though, and this will be the last thing I'll talk about it when it comes to one thing about band, we had like your sideline crew.
Yeah.
Because Wells had a certain number, and there's certain bands that have a certain number where you have a sideline crew. Yeah. But for the most part, you're gonna play.
Yeah, for sure.
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna play in the stands. You're gonna play
in the band room.
You're gonna be playing. Not saying like not to call out sports, but there's a possibility that you can be sitting on the bench for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you get cut or something like that. Not saying that, but I'm gonna say it. I mean, bang, you gonna play regardless, and that's guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So you might as well work on the craft that you have. Try to get as much money as you can.
Yeah.
And then enjoy the experience. Because you're in it. You don't have to get worried about getting cut, or unless you just don't care about, you like, I just got it and I'm gonna just do whatever I want. Then they're gonna look at you like, all right, we don't need them. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Money. Yeah, get that money, play, and you may not get on the field because of the certain number of what they need, but strive to get on the field. Strive to do whatever, because you already got the scholarship.
Yeah. Might as well work for it.
So work once you do the scholarship. Get your scholarship, keep working, and then once you try out for the line and getting on the field, you'll be good.
You'll be good, man.
Yeah,
you'll be good. I think that's about it. I just really wanted to say, just break up the scholarship and the spot on the line.
No, that's real.
Definitely two different.
It's two different things.
So as long as y'all know that,
twisted. Because I got moved on cymbals. I was supposed to be playing snare. Well, I thought I was going to be playing snare. I'm a snare drum player. Then I walked in, but Florida Cats already had the Cookman form, and I was coming in with that FAMU form.
Wow.
I was in it, and it was like, what the instrument you play if you don't make the snare line? Yeah, I mean, I'm a percussionist, man. I play anything. Tenor drum, bass drum, cymbals. Yeah, gonna get the cymbals.
Wow.
And and I was mad, and so I just stayed on cymbals. I just stayed on it. I knew I could play. Like I was playing in the band room. One of the older heads was like, "Why you ain't on snare?" Because they don't want me on snare. Man, try out again. No, I don't want to try out.
Wow.
But what happened was, man, I was still practicing. I was still doing what I was supposed to do. But I just said, you know what? There's other people that can play these instruments. I'm a percussionist. I can play cymbals. I can play whatever I want to be put on. And so I wrote cymbals all 5 years. Cool. But yeah, man. So you will be moved around.
Yeah. Definitely don't be expected to really be on your instrument. I mean, me, I was just like, I play tenor if I need to.
Right.
For me, if I didn't make snare, I would have I would have been fine on tenor because I absolutely love Cookman tenor drums.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they got the best tenor drummers out there. Don't beat me up, A&T. But yeah, I was like, if I don't make snare, I play tenor.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case though.
Yeah. At that point, man, you got your scholarship. Now you're trying to be a part of the line.
Yeah.
You want to be a great asset to the line. You don't want to be a headache. You don't want to be someone that they can't stand. You want to be a part, and so be a percussionist and conform to whatever the drum line needs.
It's not about you.
It's not about you, man. It's about the
line.
family. It's about the line itself. So I tell that to anybody that I talk to when it comes to drumline, even my students, man. Be a percussionist.
Yeah, be a percussionist.
Don't be a solo artist.
Don't be a snare drummer.
Right.
Be a percussionist.
Right, for sure.
I think that was about all the tips I can.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing else. And if we miss something, please let us know. Go ahead and drop it in the comments wherever you want to. Send us DMs, whatever. Because it's not just for us to just say, no, we want to really help.
Yeah, for sure.
The seniors, the juniors going into seniors, the first or second year freshmen or whatever.
Yeah.
We want to help people out to get that money, to be accustomed to getting money or auditioning or whatever. So if we miss some things, please let us know. We'd love to have that whole conversation.
Yeah, definitely, man. And just ask us any questions if y'all got any, man.
For sure.
But yeah, I think that's about it on that, man.
Yeah.
See, we can move on to
you want to do
topic.
you want to do the fifth quarter? No, let's wait before we go to the fifth quarter. There was something that happened this weekend. No, not this past week. Was it this past weekend? The Battle Fest.
Battle Fest. Yeah, that was. When was that? I think
was that last.
Yeah, it was last weekend.
Last weekend. And I just want to touch, man. Listen, band is back.
Band is all the way back.
Band is back. And they had a Battle Fest. It was Pebblebrook. It was Creekside, and it was Joneboro.
Yep.
I feel like I'm missing something. Nobody? That was it?
I think that was it. Yeah. Those three. Yep.
Though they were playing.
Creekside, they always have a great band every year. They have amazing sound. I think they had the better sound out of the three schools. Yeah. Dexter Bailey is the band director over there. He went to Cookman. Yeah. Amazing trumpet player, and he got those kids sounding collegiate.
Good. Yeah, man. And Jonesboro, man, I haven't heard Jonesboro in a minute, and they just had that. It was that biting sound. It was like a real edgy sound. I was like, man,
they're for sure edgy. Surprisingly.
Like, and shout out to Linnell Goodwin, another Cookman alum over there. Yeah, Linnell Goodman over there at Jonesboro had them. And the energy, I love it. It reminds me of old school marching band, like the energy that Creekside and Jonesboro have.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the 2002, 2003, the old ones, and how well
old school,
that hype was. So, man, I just wanted to shout out. That was a great battle. I've been seeing clips. I couldn't go. I've been seeing clips all week. And
we can't forget Pebblebrook. Pebblebrook was the biggest band. Them folks had like 13 tubas,
and they were putting some sound in, and they putting sound in these horns.
Yes,
bro.
for sure. Yes,
they putting sound in these horns.
And apparently they got a lot of students at the school. Yeah. First of all, because them folks had an enormous band, bro. I'm like, okay, why don't APS schools have Doug still? Never mind.
We're not going to go there.
Never mind. But yeah, man. Yeah, that Battle Fest was definitely. I enjoyed those clips that I was able to see.
So yeah, man. Shout out to them, man. Band is officially back. Yeah. So man, summer is about to be open. I think we have a couple of mass bands that's going to be going on.
Yeah. Georgia Mass Band. I would join it, but nah, I'm cool,
good, bro.
I'm cool.
You good?
I don't want to do the little swag style.
I think you've outaged it, man.
Yeah. That is true too. That is true. It definitely be a lot of folks that be like 20 years removed still be joining.
They be trying to do it. Hey, hang it up, big guy. Hey, it's okay. Let the younger kids do it.
Yeah, man.
You had your time. You gotta
let them cranking though. I definitely want to go to the events because
it's gonna be crazy.
Cranking.
Yeah, man. But nah, I just wanted to kind of shout out that Marching Harmony. I think I have the name wrong, but they have a mass band that's coming up too.
Marching Harmony. That's in Georgia.
Yeah, that's the they do the Falcons drum line.
Oh, okay, got you.
But they have a mass band that's coming. That's out now. Or I think every Saturday they kind of meeting up. So it's band is opening in the city. Like, let me make sure I'm saying it right, because I don't want to get I don't think I've heard of them. Yeah, they if you seen the Falcons drum line, that's them.
Okay.
Cool. Marching to Harmony. They have a mass band that's coming.
Wow.
That's meeting every Saturday at Exchange Park, right on the east side. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
think we can go to the fifth quarter segment.
Yep.
For this episode, I'm gonna do something from Cookman. Of course, I'm an alumnus, however you say it. And I'm gonna play a clip of Cookman playing this song called Trombone King. Trombone King is the one and only march that Bethune-Cookman played. All the years that I was there, we only played one march, and that was this song called Trombone King. And we actually played this song when I was in high school. When I went to Doug, we played this song in the concert band. Yeah. And I was just so shocked that we played this junk as a march at Cookman. I already knew all the snare parts and everything. And this is like one of my favorite songs there. So, this is Trombone King by Bethune-Cookman.
Good old Trombone King. I love
good old Trombone King, man.
I love it.
I just love the staccato-ness of because it's a march, so we got to be staccato with all of our notes in the song.
Right.
But just the
right.
But I used to love that junk. We used to have the quick head movement.
The quick head movement, yeah.
Oh my God, playing that junk in the stands, having 12 snares move the head at the same time. That junk used to be so fun.
I wish we just had more marches, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing. There's a lot of stuff I wish Cookman did, but we're not gonna get on that train, man. But nah, I know you went collegiate, but I have to pull a clip from the Battle Fest, man.
Yeah.
This is something I've been seeing all on my timeline for the last week. I got a shout out to Joneboro, man. I mean, listen, all three bands did an awesome job. Yeah. But I don't know. I just like the energy that Joneboro was giving, man. This is them playing Hey in the middle of the barn. So
one of my favorites.
Yeah, Joneboro High School. Check this out. That was Joneboro, man.
Them
Yeah,
boys.
those kids are really playing, man. And he had one screamer, one high school.
One of them was in there. Yeah, one of them was in there.
A senior, just screaming. But nah, they sounded really good.
Yeah, they sound
man.
real good. Hey is always one of those good band songs to kind of crank on somebody.
Exactly.
Right? You want to crank on somebody? Play Hey. Play Hey.
Half notes, dotted half notes.
Yeah, all that. Like taking it an octave
notes.
up. Take everything an octave up.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I need it.
Yeah, because Linnell, man, you're doing a great job with the kids over there.
Yeah, for sure.
The energy
Shout out
is
to him.
up, man. I can't wait for homecoming. I can't wait for just the season to just open. This is
Yeah,
gonna be a
man.
really good.
It's gonna be a good year.
Because I feel like we're tired.
Yeah, we're tired of indoors, tired of virtual, tired of all this, man. We about time to open. Tired of masks.
Yeah.
I want to breathe again.
Yeah, right. So this summer fall is about to be stupid.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, man.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it for us, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, got any band announcements?
Got a lot of band announcements. I'm gonna make it real quick. So, of course, if you need drum lessons, go ahead and go to exclusivepercussion.com. Click on the lessons tab. Schedule your free consultation with me, so we can get you going with your drum lessons. Also, the Soul of Atlanta drum line, which is community drum line / the WGI line here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Registration is open now. We're going to extend the audition date, but the registration is open. The link will be below in the description. Click the link, fill it out. This is for high schoolers. I think from 17 to I think it goes up to 23 if I'm not
23.
mistaken. So register. This is for all high schoolers and college members to join Soul of Atlanta. Go ahead and do it right now, and auditions should be coming up within the next week or so. So you still have time. Also, June 26th, we'll be doing something with the dancing and drumline fitness. That's going to be really, really, really dope. So we're going to have more details coming soon. But yeah, the HBCU dancer and drumline fitness experience is coming. So stay tuned with that. And on the 15th, this is when this is going to air.
This is going to air Saturday.
So today.
Yeah.
All right. Today, I'll be playing with the Atlanta United Drumline. That was my big announcement. So I'm very excited.
It's going to be dope.
So the next episode, I'll bring you some clips.
Yeah.
We'll do some things. I'll talk about it because this is going to be really dope. This is going to be my first soccer game.
Okay.
First time in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
The energy there is going to be insane.
It's going to be crazy. And literally, this is just volunteers. These are drummers who die hard Atlanta United fans. And so I'm going to be in the mix. So I'll let y'all know how it goes.
That's going to be insane.
But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
I ain't got nothing, man. You need some sheet music written out. You needing cadences. Needing warm ups. Hit me up.
Yeah, and it's summertime, so I know band camp's about to start. So definitely hit your guy up, man. Hit Jeremie up to get some papers going for your section.
Yeah. Outside of that, man, I ain't got nothing else.
I think that's it, man.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.